We have an eighth time winner of Ballon d'Or, and that may be happy to some, sad to some. I don't feel anything. I just realized that Pele and Maradona never won the Ballon d'Or. I mean, in the year that Maradona was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or, the person who was given was Gary Lineker. I just realized that yesterday, and that the Ballon d'Or was open to non-Europeans in 1995. But let's go through what happened yesterday. Again, Ronaldo was not present, and you know what Ballon d'Or did, France football did. They knew, like, Ronaldo fans will not be watching this thing unless we have something to get the fan base going. And now they are these two, Speed and Lover. Both are like big football influencers who are have also they're the biggest fans of Ronaldo. Now they knew if we can't get the real Ronaldo, why don't we just get this social media frenzy guy, the soccer internet personalities in Speed and Lover? And the thing is, their conversations to those guys, most people in football, either if they're not in that executive positions, which is usually for people maybe above 60, 70, the rest are just between 30 and 20. And now you get these guys acting as if this is a very prince like royalty like event. Everybody in suite, everybody trying to like a high event, like, how do you say it, a high class event. Now you have guys like Speed who normally they just do whatever they want to do. If they want to back, if they and they were backing at some point, doing whatever they have to get all these impressions. And at some point it was awkward. Now you'll see some people just laughing, that rich like laughs to put the awkwardness away, like, oh, ha ha ha. Then it ends. That was like, in normal circumstances, people like Speed, probably Luva is a little bit what you'll call, I don't know, classical. Is it classical or what is the adjective? But Speed, on the other hand, is more raw, more straight like, more like he will do just anything. So, in normal circumstances, people like that do not get invited for Ballon d'Or. But Ballon d'Or is mostly currently a commercialization sport, a sport to make this thing seem like it's high value, but still again get the desired impressions. Now, because most people like will really just follow the personalities. Now, as an organizer, you have to be forced to get these guys, and that will be the feature in even in succeeding Ballon d'Ors, when a lot of internet personalities just become too huge compared to the players. Now, another thing which is quite unfortunate is because Fabrizio Romano released the winner like two days ago. Okay, from now, like 2 days before the Ballon d'Or, now it's like 3 days ago. And I think the organizers just leaked the winner to Romano because a lot of people, like 70% of the fan base, you could say like Ronaldo has the biggest fan base in the entire football world. And now all these guys, and this has been happening. It was just so big this time because it was mostly, you could say, apparent that based on just numbers, like Haaland was so good, and probably in any other year was supposed to win this Ballon d'Or if it were not for the World Cup. And because Messi won the World Cup, and people just lot of politics, a lot of, and Ballon d'Or is about voting. So you get most votes, you win it. It's not on like scoring. He has more goals. He has more. There's no any criteria to judge who's winning. It's just purely we like you, we think you have done the best, and some people are true, some people are biased, some people are just have different criteria of evaluating the winner. Some people look at the numbers, some people look at the items, some people look at the achievements. Now, World Cup was a big achievement for Messi, but people probably did not rate it. And now, releasing that winner was what you call the sponsor absorbing effect. If you start believing that something is going to happen before it happens, now you start preparing for it to happen. It just doesn't hit you. So if you are all, hey, we want Haaland to win, then somebody who is probably unverified says, oh no, Messi will win. Then 2 days later, somebody who is verified says Messi will win. Now you start accepting slowly by slowly, so that on the day of the event, if they say, oh, Messi is the winner, you'll not be like, oh, no, no, no. You'll say, oh, we knew it. Oh, and it's just voting. So the winners yesterday were women team was Barcelona, men's team was Man City, which again, yeah, the treble. You could say even Argentina probably could have, because Argentina have in 23 have not lost a game. They lost only once, the Saudi Arabia game. But again, the Copa Award winner is Jude. That's the youngest player, youngest best player. Then Socrates Award is for Vinicius Junior. Then Geged Muller Award, they gave it to Haaland. This award was invented or made like 3 years ago, when also there was quite a big opposition to Messi winning the Ballon d'Or. People thought Lewandowski should win it. So they created this so that Lewandowski does not go out without any award. And people have been saying like it's the same thing for Messi. Like, okay, Messi, you're the beloved. At some point, the federation in South America really made so many international cups. I think every year had an international, had a Copa America or something. And people started saying like, okay, they're making this many Copa Americas so that Messi wins one. And when Messi won, the frequency just stopped. I think that's the thing about being good. Like, it's not like people will be obligated to make you win, whether you want it or not, whether you deserve it or not. Now, you see, Messi won the Copa America, won the what is it? The finalism. Now he has won the World Cup. I think now people have said, okay, it's done. And I don't think like even in next year he will be among the top 30. Just as Ronaldo was not. Probably Ronaldo, if he was in Real Madrid and doing the numbers that he's doing, probably will be among, even if not the top 3 or top 5, he will be still among the top 30, top 10, and people will be like it's politics. But you see, Man United most probably ruined him. They ruined his chances. They could not hype him. Even like, look at the numbers Messi is getting and the hype is getting. It's not enough for. If you remove just the World Cup, it's not enough to conclude that he's the best player in the world. But just because People have always been hyping him in this certain way. He has to win. If Man United found a way to hype Ronaldo during his time when he got like 18 goals, and if they really hyped him, he will still be among the people still trying to win the Ballon d'Or. But I think now that he is in Saudi Arabia, it's done. Like, I don't think there's ever coming back where a season or next season where Messi and Ronaldo will still be competing for the same. Again, there's this school of thought which said that if this Gedmula award was introduced maybe in 2000 or just below the two, Messi and Ronaldo started doing the Ballon d'Or. Probably Ronaldo would have won the Ballon d'Or maybe only twice. All these other times it was because he was scoring so much goals, and probably will just be given the Gedmula award. But he was not the best player, which I can't refute. I think it does make sense. Like, scoring and playing the best football is they're two different things. Is again, as I've always said, the eye test and the statistics. Most people will go to a football match to watch people play, and the person who plays, who dribbles, who make these very, very unthinkable crosses, unthinkable passes, unthinkable through passes, will always take people out of their seats, and that's the person that you need to celebrate. So if it goes to goal scoring and eye test, I'll always go for the eye test. And if it was done before, and I know most people will have gone for the eye test, so there's just a chance that Ronaldo will not have earned those 5 Ballon d'Or if there was a way to award him in another way, having scored those goals. That also makes sense, but we're still waiting. We think that next year probably Jude will be in contention. Haaland, Mbappe. I don't think Mbappe will win anything this season apart from the France League. But if he goes out of PSG, probably if he goes to Real, probably him and Jude may just be the ones who will be fighting for Ballon d'Or. But if you want to say, like, sir, I know now Mbappe is 26. I think he's 26. He can't win 5 Ballon d'Ors. I think nobody will win multiple Ballon d'Ors in this era. If they do, probably two. None will go to three, because that's like getting 5, 7 is so. People just don't like, if you can't just imagine like being the best player for 5 years in football, winning everything, scoring everything. It's too big. You can't. It's unthinkable. So, as much as we always fight who's the greatest between Messi and Ronaldo, I think the two have made something that is very unique in football and probably will not be replicated for a very long time, especially just two people fighting for these awards. It may be for maybe one person just comes up and does magic for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, then it disappears. Then probably after 20 years another guy comes. That has always been the case. But that was what happened in France, for France football and Ballon d'Or.